Hi, welcome to Surviving Motherhood. So as I was in church this weekend, I had a very, very beautiful experience with God. You know, it's one of those things, have you ever had it where He takes you back to a time when you were so sure that He was good, when you were so sure that you could trust Him. And it's like you go back to that moment, and then in the moment you're in, He says, hey, I'm the same. You can still trust me like you did back then. And well, needless to say, that's what happened at church this weekend. We were singing Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus. And I went back with God to a time. See, I have this journal that I started keeping for Elizabeth when I found out I was pregnant with her. And I don't know how long ago it was, but there was a time, she was just little, probably a baby, maybe a toddler. She's 22 now, so it's been a while. And we sang Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus, and it was almost as if it was the first time I had ever sung that. And I really paid attention to the words where it says, turn your eyes upon Jesus, look full in His wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of His glory and grace. And like I said, it was as if those words, as if even that concept was brand new to me. And I remember going home and I wrote in this little journal for my baby girl that I wasn't going to give to her till she was an adult. But I thought, something she's going to need to know is we need to keep our focus on Jesus. In our circumstances, we need to keep our focus on Him, because when you recall who He is, when you're confident in who He is, then the stuff of earth becomes strangely dim. So we're singing that in church on Sunday morning. And my baby girl, who's 22 now, is sitting just down the row from me. And she's in the midst of looking for jobs. She's constantly online, applying for jobs, wondering, am I good enough for this? Will they like me? Do I have the qualifications that they want? And she has told me more than once she's pretty tired of it. She's feeling down. And so we're sitting there in church this morning, Sunday morning, and we're singing, Turn your eyes upon Jesus, look full in His wonderful face, and the things of this world will grow strangely dim in the light of His glory and grace. And I thought about my 22-year-old baby girl. And I thought about that truth that God spoke to me 20-ish years ago. And I prayed again for her, because that's something she needs to know. That when we keep our focus on Him, the stuff here grows dim. And I just kind of have a feeling that maybe my baby girl isn't the only one who needs to know that truth, isn't the only one who needs to remember and embrace it and trust Him. I have a feeling maybe you need to be reminded of that truth too. So, there it is for you. Be encouraged when you turn your eyes upon Jesus, when you look full in His wonderful face, when you remember who He is, when you remember what He's done, when you remember that He is faithful and He's good and He loves you. The stuff of earth, the circumstance you're facing right now, which is quite frankly driving you batty, in the light of Jesus' goodness and grace, it's going to become dim. And so I pray that you will keep your eyes fixed on Him. Now you go have a wonderful, Jesus-full day.